with him so I can say the
We just started from the prologue, okay? Or whatever. Wherever we were. Just give them the summary of where we were.
It wasn't that far.
Yeah, just starting over, I think.
Yeah. Oops. Makes more sense to just start over.
Alright, you got the mouse, James?
Yeah?
I put a baby in her arm.
Yeah. Just all of a sudden, here's the baby.
Have a baby.
So I suppose we should introduce ourselves, maybe? Seems like a good idea.
I'm Zombie.
Guess I'm the brain.
I'm the meat.
You can be Ed.
And
Dance.
so here we are, Zombie, the brain, and Ann.
We are the zombie and the brain
Yeah, yes. We do.
filmmaking teams. We do things. We haven't done things in a while. But we're doing things again now, and we are going to live stream our Kingdom Death Adventures.
We did, Zombie and Brain did make a child. Or as I like to call it, a sex trophy.
So Kingdom Death, right, is a
Kingdom Death Monster.
Kingdom Death Monster is a game where things die a lot.
It is a wildly expensive miniatures board game available through Kickstarter and pretty much limited edition runs that has an incredibly high rating on Board Game Geek. Hence the blind investment. We did back the Kickstarter, so we will be receiving a physical copy of Kingdom Death Monster when it's available, when this current print is available. In the meantime, we're going to learn to play the game via, what is this called again?
Tabletop Simulator.
Tabletop Simulator, where someone has very kindly put the rules out, because that would be useful to have. And I will let James the Ant do some talking while I go make T-Rex food.
Nice. Alright, so if you've not used Tabletop Simulator before, like us, you can find the rules for this particular game right here. How'd you do this, Kirk?
You click the arrows. Oh, Alt. Hold Alt.
Alt. Ah, man. Go back and forth where you really can. Alright. So, yay. Look at that.
I mean, you could zoom in to where it fills the screen more.
Oh yeah, you can't I? Sweet. They're just a bunch of drawings. I Heart Poots, which is
The guy's name.
oddly true. Oh my gosh. Delayed clicking. Alright, so here we are. Introduction. How to play. Monster is a game about surviving the darkness. You lose if your settlement's population reaches 0, and you win when your settlement defeats the Watcher. Welcome to the baby distraction. Monster is played by 1 to 4 players. Together, players will hunt and fight monsters, using what they scavenge to grow a small settlement. Each player typically plays as one survivor, and the players take turns controlling the monsters. Kirk is on aggro duty with his T-Rex monster.
Oh, yeah.
This game is cooperative. Players are encouraged to make long-term and split-second decisions as a group, pulling their efforts to protect their future. Monster is designed to be played as a campaign. Groups of players will return to the same settlement, and even the same survivors, over the course of several play sessions. Simply pick up where you left off the last time you played, and you can play with the same group of people each time, or swap in new friends. Monster is a miniatures hobby game. An important component of this game is assembling, customizing, and painting your miniatures, which is a pain in the ass. I can't speak really to that.
We have a few of the miniatures already, especially some of the promotional items that were available, like the Easter pinup girl or whatever. And the miniatures look fantastic, but they are extremely delicate and very fine, and therefore a pain in the ass to put together.
And
Maybe-
remember, if your paint's too thick, you could use your tears to thin it out. Ha, ha, ha.
Perhaps in the future we get that little webcam set up to display on the miniatures to show your paint job.
Yes.
But not today. We have enough time dealing with OBS. By the way, this episode brought to you by OBS, screen recording software. 5 to 6 player variant appears later in the book. We do not recommend starting there. So, for now, faux players. Go real. A game session is a complete cycle of 3 phases. We encourage taking hobby breaks with friends when you complete a game session. So, go do what you do on a break.
Well, I'm guessing that's a
Hobby break is go
go
build miniatures.
build miniatures
Buy
because
more.
Yes.
Bye.
There's quite
Bye.
a amount of them,
Obey.
and it takes a lot of time.
So, Shannon, want to read?
Alright. This game includes more monsters and many options for customizing your survivors. You can build new versions of survivors to represent them as they obtain new gear, or build entirely new survivors as some are lost and new ones start out on the hunt. The game includes dice, 10-sided dice known as D10s, and hit location dice, a 6-sided dice representing parts of the body. At its core, Monster is a game about the fragility of human life, the ferocity of the human spirit, and the wonder of exploration. Your story will be shaped by the decisions you make and the strengths and weaknesses of your settlement and the growth of your survivors. And I think I added an and again. And end. The game begins with a story that will introduce you to the basic concepts of the game. Prologue. Begin your campaign, gather some friends, turn the page, read the first story, and start playing the prologue! Exclamation point.
Please tell me you're not going to have the streaming thing there, just streaming us the whole time. Look, there's a guy. There's actually several people.
Oh, I think that's Underboob.
There might be under you. I mean, the cloth's not covering her, so it must be. In the Chamber of Faces. We are in Winterfell. Alright. Oh, there.
Once upon a time, there was a place of carved stone faces. A man with a lantern lay sleeping a dreamless sleep. The man knew nothing.
Jon Snow.
Oh, we should have named him Jon Snow.
It's not too late.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the guy.
Hangover face. One day, the man woke up. He is woke.
Mm.
He rubbed the dried ink caked over his eyes and opened them. Around him, he saw other people stirring, and beyond, a horizon of unbroken darkness.
That was a very well-timed thunderbolt.
Like I saw it through the window and I still jumped.
Very ominous. Very ominous.
I can't tell you how hard it was to arrange this lightning and thunder for our first streaming, but you viewers are worth it, but not worth setting up the webcam yet.
Not yet.
Underboob.
Alright, so this is one of our characters, Underboob. That is formerly Doctor Who and about to be Jon Snow. He knows nothing. He's kind of an idiot.
A woman approached the man with the lantern. Her soft hand reached out to him. They had no words. They were a mystery to each other.
Like a desert.
Kitty
Mr. Fluffy!
Meow.
Do this now! I will kill you now!
Suddenly, a monster emerged from the darkness, its eyes wild with hunger and kama spices. It attacked.
Meow, see? Meow.
See? It looks just like Mr. Fluffy.
Meow.
Totes. The people were no match for the monster. It tore their flesh and crushed their bones between its teeth. Some it devoured whole.
It's going to have some massive indigestion. It's not done yet. Alright.
Overcome with terror and grief, The man with the lantern collapsed to the ground. Cold stone noses pushed into his side. There was no escape.
None. Ooh, what's this? What's this?
They said it.
But the man did not
Right.
want to die. They did. Desperately grasping at the cold stone faces, he felt a crack and tore at it with all his might.
Stone.
A piece of stone came free. It was sharp and deadly. Guess the lion's gonna get stoned.
Ah!
Formerly of Kiss.
Is that Gene Simmons? Yeah.
The man with the lantern scrambled to his feet, his weapon clenched in his fist. He took a deep breath and roared into the darkness.
Roar. There we are, underboob.
Yeah! People. Somewhere in the place of stone faces, nameless men stand together. They have nothing but a need to survive and a lantern to light their struggle. The first story. The first story is a prologue to Monster. It will teach you the fundamentals of the game. Always start the game with the first story. This story picks up after the awakening of the survivors. Before they can take stock in their surroundings, the survivors must fight for their lives against the vicious white lion. The game is designed around 4 survivors. To begin playing, if you have fewer than 4 players, some or all players should create more than 1 survivor so 4 survivors are represented. You will need to assemble the 4 starting survivor miniatures and the white lion miniature. Although this is a prologue, Kingdom Death is a dangerous place. Even the starting survivors can perish before their story truly begins.
No.
What is in the prologue? The first story is designed to guide the 4 survivors through all of their through their first encounter with a monster. If they prevail, they will create a brand new settlement. Players are meant to play as if they've Players are meant to play as they read and learn the game.
Words.
By the end of this prologue, you should understand the core rules of gameplay. Complete your first showdown, create your settlement, and be ready for the campaign play. During the prologue, questions may arise that are not completely addressed in this section. The aim of the prologue is to get you playing, so feel free to make decisions and mistakes. Full game rules that follow the prologue address the deeper nuances of the gameplay once you've got the hang of the basics. Assemble starting miniatures, which hopefully you'll have done before doing this. Create a survivor. Gear, grid, and starting gear. Each player uses a gear grid to arrange their gear in the gear their survivor currently has. Starting survivors begin with 1 cloth armor gear card and 1 founding stone weapon gear card. Place these 2 cards right side up in any 2 boxes on your gear grid. The left side of the gear grid has a reference area describing the survivor's turn, spinning survival, and fighting barehanded with fist and tooth. Survivor record sheets. Use the survivor record sheet for each survivor. The record sheet maintains vital information about the survivor's life. Pencils and erasers are recommended for record sheets, as you will change them often. Fortune is fleeting after all.
Just like your math class. No pens.
Only the survivor characteristics vitals for starting Survivor's first showdown are discussed below. Complete rules can be found in the survivor sections of this rulebook. Name your survivor. Name your survivor in the space provided. Your survivor gains 1 survival for having a name. Yay! Add 1 to the survival pool. So we kind of went ahead and did this, but we're going to change our protagonist name right here.
We should go over the names.
We're going to change. We were going to have Doctor Who, but we're now going to have Jon Snow. Because he knows nothing.
Nothing.
Snow.
Those.
Nope.
Yeah, I think you put it in the wrong spot.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you just rename XP Jon Snow?
You know,
No, he was funding the description stuff. Which was wrong!
so wrong. That's just like a good South Louisiana.
Jon Snow. So we have Jon Snow, who is this red dude here.
Well, you can ult on him.
Oh, nice.
Okay. We have Under Boob, the Promiscuous.
We have Taco. It was supposed to be a K, but that's just fine.
Yeah, fine.
Taco, in honor of Taco from the Adventure Zone.
It didn't do it again. What?
You gotta do it by the stupid chip.
I did do it by the chip.
So yes, my hero in Adventure Zone, Taco.
If you don't hit edit, it doesn't take it. And edit's kind of hard to hit. Never mind, it must.
Yeah, you already changed that. You just need to hit edit under name.
Oh. Dumb.
And then we have
Cloth
Cloth
Girl,
Girl.
which is our random fourth.
They're all gonna die anyway.
Pretty much.
Except Underboob because of her name.
Under Boob is great.
Yeah. Learn about survival. Survival represents the desperate desire to cling to life. In the first story, survival can only be spent to dodge. As you play, you will gain up to 3 more life-saving survival actions: dash, encourage, and surge. Surge! When survival is spent, decrease the number in the survival box by 1. Survival does not automatically replenish and must be earned through gameplay. Now, let's learn about the abilities. Survivors' attributes describe their advantages or disadvantages, except for movement. Attributes start at 0. While most won't be used during the first story, all attributes are listed below. Movement.
The number of spaces a survivor can move each turn.
Speed.
Attack rate.
Accuracy.
Attack precision.
Strength.
Attack power.
Oh, I can't wait to see what the rest of them are.
I know. Evasion.
The ability to avoid attacks.
Luck.
The likelihood of lucky attacks.
Survival.
Self-preservation.
Insanity.
Mental guard against terror.
Courage.
Bravery.
Understanding.
Wisdom.
Hunt experience.
Accrued experience.
Weapon proficiency.
Experience with a weapon.
That's right. Now, how movement works. A starting survivor's movement is 5, meaning they may move up to 5 adjacent unoccupied spaces each turn. Counted cardinally, not diagonally. You notice they did not use a commentator like they should have.
Well, they're just not very good with commas, as I've noticed.
Definitely not.
Survivor hit locations. Survivors have 5 hit locations vulnerable to damage and capable of wearing protective armor. Head, arms, body, waist, and legs. Hit locations have light and heavy injury levels. Light and heavy line boxes.
I would like to bring to YouTube's attention that this is a horror game. What is more horrific for a grammar Nazi than bad grammar?
It's not bad grammar, it's just more irksome comma usage.
And the horror is working. That's all I want to say.
Armor points. The cloth starting gear card provides 1 armor point at the waist location, indicated by a 1 in the shield accompanied by the waist symbol at the top of the card. Record 1 in the shield-shaped space next to the waist on your survivor record sheet to represent the armor points gained from the cloth.
Tiberius is just trying to help Daddy on his insanity.
Brain and insanity. The brain location is the survivor's mental fitness. The fragile brain has only 1 injury level. Instead of armor, survivors use insanity to shield their brains. Only brain damage harms the brain location. Actions that cause brain damage are clearly marked. When suffering brain damage, insanity protects the brain the same way armor protects hit location. What does?
The Doritos bag gets to the baby every time.
Like, what do you mean?
The crumpling sound.
Oh, he hates that sound. I forgot.
It's kind of a hard life again.
Those are really good. Those are like some kind of bacon pretzel chips. They're delicious.
You can't have any.
Insanity keeps survivors steadfast in the face of a roaring toothy maw that would bring a sane person to their knees. Insanity is persistent and is gained and lost through gameplay. Check your weapons! Starting survivors have 2 available weapons, the Founding Stone and Fist and Tooth. The rules for the Founding Stone can be found on the Founding Stone gear card, and the rules for Fist and Tooth can be found on the left side of the gear grid, along with a useful reference information for survivors. Each weapon has attack attributes that determine the outcome of a survivor's attack. Details about making attacks follow later in this section. The survivor's Founding Stones have a special ability on the bottom of the gear card. Instead of attacking the monster with the Founding Stone in hand, survivors may throw it at a monster from anywhere on the showdown board, causing an automatic critical wound. Afterwards, the Founding Stone is lost forever and archived, aka returned to the game box. Up at the top here, went into some attribute stuff that you might have needed to read. Survivors and monsters may gain permanent increases or decreases in their attributes. If a survivor's attributes are permanently affected, update the appropriate box in the survivor record sheet to reflect the changes. All survivor attributes have a box and a space to pencil the values of these attributes. If a survivor gains temporary modifiers to their attributes, place tokens on the record sheet instead of changing the sheet. Remove these tokens at the end of the showdown. If a monster's attributes change, place attribute modifier tokens on the monster control panel. Be sure to consider attribute changes when monsters and survivors attack. First story, White Lion. Create the White Lion AI deck. The White Lion AI deck controls the monster's actions. The first story, White Lion, has a predetermined deck. In future showdowns, you will use the expanded rules to randomize AI decks. AI cards have ranks denoted by a symbol in the top right corner: basic, advanced, and legendary. Additional types of cards will be used later. Select the following from the White Lion AI cards: basic, claw, chomp, size up, power swat, grasp; advanced, maul, terrifying roar and rage; and legendary, none. Set claw aside and shuffle the remaining cards. Place them in a stack face down on the monster control panel in the area of the AI deck. Place claw face down on top of the AI deck. Each type of monster card has a unique card back. So the black ones are AI, the gray ones are hit locations, HLs, and the gold one is the White Lion resources. So we should probably go and do that.
Alright, let me take control from you for a second, James. So this one is interesting. We come up here. We go to White Lion. Let's search that. Oh, that is not the right White Lion. Alright, then you take it over here. Oops. You drop it on the ground.
Just like in real life.
Goes out of this. God damn, this mouse.
Can you need a mouse pad?
Probably. But James is mostly doing it. And we take this and put it here. Right? Here. This was not the right lion. Oh shit, don't leave things on the board. There we go. Alright, where's the right lion?
Is it that white spot in the deck there? Like, okay, not in the deck. Go over where there's like circles and there's a white, green, yellow, blue.
No, those are like little pieces to show things.
It's not the white line right there?
Where this?
That's us.
That's the survivor.
I lied. Shit. Did you break the game?
Only maybe. No, this is that
Lion statue. Top.
Oh,
Or was this terrain tile?
yeah, I don't think that's it. Either.
The reason we're doing this is we kind of looked up on YouTube earlier that there is a way to like auto place everything in this game,
Which is magic. Downright magic.
which is definitely the only way to do this. And we clearly don't really remember how to do it.
Who's that AI guy? Damn. Well, that's the game.
Yay, we won!
Thanks for watching. Tune in next time for when we figure out how to play. Thanks. I'm gonna globally search everything. It's probably not. We should like rewatch that tutorial video.
I was really hoping you remembered it.
You know, and I thought I did, but apparently it was not the right line.
Oh well.
So, there's a quarry thing stuck. Oh, maybe it's on the box? Line. Ah, I think I found it, guys. There's the lion. This is the right one. Notice how it says, quarry. That's how you know it's the right one, people that are probably not watching this and gave up by now. So if we put it here, it'll magically do everything. Oops.
That was the bag game, wasn't it?
No, it was me. I opened the Oreos box, which sounds much like the Doritos box.
Just close this, right? How'd this get opened?
We broke it!
Oh, wait. There we go, it's gone. Alright, this needs to go into the center. Bam! Here's all the little things. This is its rare resource stack. Terrain deck. Basic resources. Fuck, where's its AI deck? Did I do something wrong? Gee, what does that say, James?
I can't read it now. Want to go back over it? I'll read it. The white lion figure was not found in the box Sure, check it out. The hunt for the white lion awaits. Prepare any special hunt events. Something.
Oops. Go back in the box. Damn it. Damn it. It didn't go in the white line one, did it? No. James, you're at a more reasonable computer point. Can you take that line out and put it in the white line one? And this is it didn't make it in the white line one. It's in screening envelope. Right click and then search. Drag it. Just drag it out and then put it in as a different action maybe. No, you have to drag it out and put it on the table. You've upset it somehow. Oh, there we go.
This is so absurd.
God, what one did it go into now?
Watch three adults struggle through playing a video game.
Alright, let me try again. God. Oh, fuck. Not in that one. No, it's not. Not in that one. Not in that one. Is it in Butcher? There it is. Fucking white line. Hey, it's not about where the mouse is, it's where he is. Maybe? Oh, fucking hell. I have an idea. I think I got this.
Didn't even assist.
What?
Assist. I'm dropping the baby.
Why are you dropping the baby?
Sometimes my grandpa need to like help breathe. No, I can hold him. I just need it like an assistant to like pick him
Okay,
back up.
yeah, open up search, hit search on it, and then just drag it onto the air. Oh, finally! Okay, now go put the stupid line on the thing again.
He was slipping and I needed the hand to readjust.
Oh, okay.
Hunt is already in progress.
No, it's not. We
Check
just...
some of the basic default hunt failed, missing one component.
Alright, wait, I got an idea. Oh, wait, no, I don't want that. Games. What? Might have to go and rename everybody. No, that's failed. Let's just restart.
The hunt for the white lion awaits. Prepare any special hunt events and begin. Not sure what that means.
Alright, all the pieces should be on. Where's this AI deck?
I feel like you're setting it up.
Did I miss where the AI deck went?
Yeah, it's with the yellow thing, isn't it?
No, it is not.
Go.
copies of everything? This is it.
Nope.
Oh. Maybe we're supposed to put this over on Showdown.
That did some things for sure.
There we go.
Yay!
Basic AI cards. Advanced. We're going with basic. Now it said though to put, what was it, claw on top?
It did say the claw.
Not claw, not claw. Ah. Put it on top. Alright. Yeah. What else is there? Wound stack. Not playing legendary. I'm not doing special AID. It's resource stack. I don't see a spot for it. Well, anyway, we got the AI out. And,
Pull out some cards. Like, wasn't that in those?
yeah, we got claw and put it on top.
Alright, so step 2.
We still have to rename everybody again.
30 minutes later.
Step 2. Alright, so we're gonna.
So if you made it this far watching us, congratulations. You have some dedication.
I
and
hope you take some solace in the like fuck ups we make, because I feel like everyone's gonna make these fuck ups.
And that's why we try and make it real. You know, if it's just perfection all the time, then it's not, you know, doesn't feel real.
He's in the process of peeing.
The baby is.
The baby is.
Since we're on audio, let's specify the
There's a
baby.
baby on a changing table giving me
Just
the stink eye.
peeing.
Thanks for covering, guys.
You're welcome, James. Anytime. I mean, the baby. Okay, set up the White Lion hit location deck.
No trust,
Do we-
kid.
We put the hit location deck? I think it auto puts it there for us.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yes. Hit location is in hit location. Good job, us. I'd say we couldn't fuck that up, but look what happened last time. A basic attack. I think we have that in its spot. Set up the showdown table. Alright, put the board in the middle. Range the survivors. Brigades. They're accessible to the players. Alright. So, we have to put our people on the board 6 spaces away.
Those 5 spaces.
Looks like it says 6. Place the White Lion miniature in the center of the showdown board. Each player places their survivor per miniature anywhere 6 away. Alright, James, can you rename all our people?
Sure.
Is that fucked up?
Oh, God. Literally. Alright.
Well, we restarted.
Whoa, whoa. You hit the thing, I think.
Hit what thing?
When you got up, I think you hit the mouse.
So, what button is it to rotate? Hold it. Is that no? Flip. Nope.
Is that just a big drooly spot on the blanket?
I think you just had it.
You have to hold it.
I'm holding. At least I thought it was.
You know what? Try hitting the minimize. Yeah. Oh,
my
no.
God.
Alright, never mind. Unminimize it. It's not working. Go up to menu and settings and see what the button is for rotation. How about that? Configure, controls. No. Rotate. Q and E.
Can't even grab this now.
Whoever plays this is just drunk and to the side.
That was ridiculous, but I got it.
Yeah, we succeeded.
What happened now?
Now I can't click on the thing that's grabbing everything when I don't want it to. I realized what happened was that it was locked in place with L.
Don't say. No. Never mind.
What?
Somebody should give me some. Ooh, the radish. Yes, that's the floor.
Oh my god.
He flipped the table.
No, we do not flip the table. Though that is a thing you can do, and it results in disaster, but a brief moment of magic. Which are my glasses?
Oh, they grabbed me.
Oh, I looked there, but I guess I didn't. So I was gonna say, I guess I couldn't find them because I didn't have my glasses. Bless you.
I'm so confused right now. Episode 1, utter disaster.
Well, you know, we figured out some things like how to turn the camera on. That was an important milestone.
There are successes.
Oh, creepy. Kiss is
Is it on the
staring at us from the ceiling.
Why do you keep going down, Control?
He's getting further away. Oh, look, he's on the AI deck.
We found the. What happened? A space bar?
Space is how you go up.
Oh, God. I leave to go get a drink for a little while.
Hey, I figured out at least the locking mechanism.
Game blows up. Oh, it's not locked. Oh, man.
Guess what I can't do now, though? I can't name the damn survivor.
Hit edit. See if it gives you a new thing.
I can't even zoom anymore.
Why can't you zoom?
Because you hit some random keys.
What random keys?
You
Start over again.
take 3.
We are the best live streamers. This is what happens.
Oh, you're in camera mode.
How do you get out of camera mode?
I don't know. Go back to the settings. Come by, don't share.
I didn't know I was in camera mode.
I'm guessing if you can't touch anything, but you could zoom everywhere.
I can grab things and move them around.
No.
I was wearing glasses.
Okay, keep going. Is there anything that says camera mode?
No.
Camera mode, P. I guess you can't read because you would know that says camera mode.
Yeah, that's what this is still doing. But hey, maybe after I do this.
Not make a new one, just add it. You can't right click on it? Did you forget it was right click?
No, I tried right clicking earlier. Not on that new time though.
The best toy a baby can have is the changing table.
It's not meant to be a toy. It's going to be.
Oh yeah.
What do we name this guy?
Jon Snow?
No. The next
Oh,
one.
Taco?
Under. No, this is under.
Oh, underboob.
Under boob.
I'm sorry,
Testament.
you confused me when you said guy. Shots were fired.
Bang.
Well,
Shot
you know.
me down, bang bang. I hit the ground, bang bang. Shot me down.
What about this one?
Taco, Taako. And I have Taco from the Adventure Zone. Dead meat. Dinner.
Oh, I like dinner. It's a good name.
Alright. Great.
Now we pull the characters out.
No, the decks are where they need to be.
And we need to place our characters 6 spaces.
Yes.
You take them from the board. They're like little character people.
From here.
The little figures. Strategically, everyone strategically pick where they want to go.
Alright. What about you?
I want to be in the north direction. Cardinally north.
I'll take northeast.
Fuck,
Wait,
that's where I'm going
no,
to.
that's You gotta do it like over one,
Yeah.
up one, over one, up one.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, probably somewhere up in there.
No diagonal.
You could place diagonally.
Yes, but you can't count diagonally.
Right.
Okay.
Alright, and then I guess put our sacrifice like in front of him,
Yeah. Dinner.
like 2 spaces away, so he has to go that little bit.
Watch, dinner's gonna save us all. Well, does it have to be 6 spaces or up to 6 spaces?
It has to be 6.
Okay, so
Oh, well, in that case. Right.
put dinner in my space just 6 spaces down. Yeah, like mirror image.
Alright.
Alright, what's next in the book?
Where will we replace the miniatures?
Yeah.
Page 2, showdown! I'm like across the room. That's a bit too fine print for across the room.
The showdown. The showdown proceeds in rounds. The white line takes its turn. Then the survivors take a turn consisting of 1 action per survivor. This is considered 1 full round. Select the monster controller. Choose a player to take the monster controller tile. After every round, pass the monster controller tile clockwise to the next player. For that round, the monster controller will take the monster's turn, handle any reactions if the monster is attacked on the survivor's turn, as well as controlling their own survivor. Draw the claw attack. The white line attacks. Attacks! The monster controller draws the top AI card off the AI deck and reads it. Okay, go ahead and do that then, I guess. Here. And how do you flip this?
I think F.
Claw!
Pick a target. Closest threat facing in range. Closest threat in field of view. No target sniff. I don't know what that means. But
It goes in that order. So there's a target closest in view. So he's going to go to that one.
Yeah, we're all
Instead of the other
equidistant, so
ones.
there's no one closest. But the facing is definitely dinner.
yeah. Determine the monster's target. Consult the pick target list on the AI card. This action tells the monster controller which survivor to target. Starting at the top, check each item to see if any survivor is satisfied with the target rule. Stop when the first target is found. If more than one survivor can be targeted, it's up to the monster controller to choose common target list terms. Wait, what? It's up to the monster controller to choose.
So basically,
Right.
the monster controller, you can choose not yourself.
Right. Closest threat. Ooh, closest threat. The closest standing survivor. Knockdown survivor is not a threat. Facing. All spaces in front of the monster miniature. In range. If the monster's movement can end adjacent to a survivor, they are in range. 6 spaces in any direction for the white line. In field view. Not in the blind spot of which is showing the above diagram. Doesn't show us the blind spot. It must be on the next page.
No, I think it's the 2 white spots.
Behind it?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yep.
He knows everything else is where it is?
Welcome to Kingdom Death.
Sure. In
Oh,
the
look.
case-
See, over there, it has blind spots. It's just the 2 blue spots behind it. Yeah.
Yes. In the case of Claw, the first item in the pick target list is the closest threat facing in range. If the monster can move 6 or fewer spaces to reach a threat in the direction the white line is facing, one of those survivors is the target. If not, check the next item, closest threat, in field of view. The monster controller should find any threat not in the white line's blind spot. Note, even if the closest survivor is out of the white line's movement, they still become a target. If no other targeting directives can be met, the final item on the list is no target, sniff. The white line will fall back on an instinct behavior, sniff, if a target is not found. The rules for sniff are described above, and the white lion sniffs. If the white lion sniffs, its turn will end. Once a target is selected, move to the next section of the AI card. So, dead meat, definitely selected.
Yep.
Move and attack. Speed 2, accuracy 2, damage 1. So what? It
Just move it down and then go to the next part.
can only move 2.
No. I thought it said its movement was 6. Maybe it is 2.
Move the white line toward its target any number of spaces up to its current movement. 6. I'm so confused. How do we know that it's 6?
Because the book just said it.
Unless otherwise noted, a monster always turns to face its target. The white line should move by the most direct route possible. One adjacent, non-diagonal space at a time. If the white line must be adjacent to it, the white line must be adjacent to a survivor to attack. If the white line cannot reach its target, it will move the maximum available spaces towards the target, turn to face them, and then its turn. Moving the maximum number of spaces allowed by movement attribute is known as the full move.
Thanks.
White line attacks. Once the white line is adjacent, follow the attack profile on the AI card and make an attack based on the speed, accuracy, and damage listed there. Speed determines the number of attacks. Claw's attack profile is 2 speed, so it rolls 2d10. Accuracy is the number an attack roll must meet or exceed to hit a target. Claw is 2 accuracy, so determine hits by checking how many roll results are 2 or over. If there are no hits, the monster misses and it proceeds to the next action on the card. If there are none, the card is discarded. Damage the survivor. If there are any hits in the attack, the target suffers damage equal to the amount listed on the attack profile. The damage injures survivors, reducing their armor and causing injuries. Roll the hit dice once for every hit to determine what hit locations are damaged. All hit location dice must be rolled before continuing. The target chooses what order to apply damage to hit locations and if they use survival to dodge a hit. Apply damage from all hits to complete the attack. The claw attack profile has 1 damage. The damage dealt by each hit is 1. Other attacks may have more damage. Resolve this damage according to the damage survivor steps described above. Resolve any hits from claw now. So we need to roll 2d10.
Oh, they happen to be right there. We'll move to there.
Where?
Keep going right or left. Yeah, those are 2.
Just act like you can watch my fingers.
I think if you right click them, there might be a roll or something. Yeah.
One and 7.
Alright, so
So what are we rolling now for that?
what were you rolling for?
Number of attack roll.
Okay.
Now it says accuracy is a number and attack roll must meet or exceed to hit the target. Okay. So just the roll itself determines whether or not it hits.
Yeah.
So it gets one hit
Alright.
because it rolled 1 and 7.
Okay. Okay, so he takes damage. If there are any hits in the attack, the target suffers damage equal to the damage listed on the attack profile. This damage injures survivors, reducing their armor and causing injury.
Rip that cloth off.
That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So first things first, I guess. You're going to take this guy and move him 6 spaces.
Yep.
So he hits, right? And that's it.
Then we have to roll the survivor's hit location die to see where it gets hit.
Yes,
And
it's this one.
nope, it's the other one.
What other one?
The one above it.
This.
Yep. Alright, what is it? I can't see it from here.
Wait, what? Oh,
No, it has an image on it.
yeah. I don't think that's it.
Yeah, that is it. It's body. I think. Can you alt on that die?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, that's body. It's the torso.
Oh.
So we go over to the survivors sheet, which is out of the way on the end, the sacrificial lamb. And I think it has a spot for
Yeah, there's where it
damage. Yep, up there. Body. It's taken 1. Wait, is it 1 or?
-1.
Yeah. Is that how much damage it did?
Yes, I believe so.
It says it on the claw mark. It's all caught. Yeah,
One
1
damage.
damage. Alright.
Well, it's closed. Completed. Place it face up in the AI discard pile on the monster control panel. End the monster's turn. The next page contains information for controlling the monster. Future rounds. Start the turn. By return, turn the page. Some attack profiles have triggered sections that indicate when to apply additional effects listed. Before damage, apply effects after determining the number of hits before rolling dice. After damage, resolve damage from all hits, attack, and apply additional effects. Triggered effects appear directly under the attack profile. In the above example, after damage from the attack is applied, trigger knockback sits.
So if it hit the armor, it would have broken the armor.
Yes.
Wait, but she's wearing armor, right?
On her waist, so only if it hits waist.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Intimidate actions. Rather than physically harming survivors, intimidate actions cripple the mind by causing brain damage. Each AI card explains how to perform specific intimidation. The white line does not need to be adjacent to its target to intimidate. Brain traumas. Insanity is armor for your brain. If the survivor's brain has no remaining insanity, the brain injury level is filled. Further damage to the brain causes a roll on the brain trauma table in this book. Like damage to the other hit locations, rolling on the brain trauma table extends any remaining brain damage.
Okay.
Survivors may gain disorders as a result of brain trauma. These are found in the disorder deck. Draw one at random and apply the rules to the survivor. Severe injuries and death. When a survivor's hit location has no remaining armor points and all injury levels are filled, they are in danger. Any further damage to hit location will cause a severe injury. Roll for that hit location on the severe injury story event table in this book.
Oh,
What?
okay. So once you go past 0, you have a severe injury.
So that didn't take long.
Nope.
Welcome to Kingdom Death!
Remember, survivors may spend survival to dodge one hit in these dire circumstances.
Oh. Maybe Table should have dodged.
No, I think Dinner should have taken the hit so we can know the consequences of
yeah.
taking a hit
Alright.
and decide if we need to spend that survival to dodge for the rest of us.
Roll once on each. Roll once on the table each time the hit location is damaged, even if the amount of damage is over 1. What?
Oh, you could do more than one damage.
Most often, survivors gain bleeding tokens when they suffer severe injuries. When a survivor has a bleeding tokens, when the survivor has 5 bleeding tokens, they die. Survivors can also die from the results on the severe injury table. When they die, remove survivor's miniature from the board. Okay. What do we roll to figure that out? I'm so confused. Alright. I really gotta be heading back.
Okay, well let's kill the stream and just kill it for now because we have no idea
What
what's
we're
happening
doing?
with the damage. Alright, thank you for maybe watching our first attempt at live streaming and good night.
Bye.